Laker Nation, the Lakers played the Brooklyn Nets on Christmas Day. And I hate to tell you that all you Russell Westbrook fans are not going to like this podcast. I've made up my mind to see and to realize and finally come to what I've known for a very long time. And what I've known for a very long time is that we have a problem on the Lakers. And there's multiple problems, yes, but there's two really big problems. And funny enough, they happen to be with our stars. So all you AD fans and all you Russell Westbrook fans are not going to like this podcast. And the funny thing is, this is crazy how LeBron James gets these teams. And I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about it. And that's all coming up next on the Film Room Podcast. So Laker Nation, before I do a deep dive on this game and on the Lakers' biggest problems, I want to talk to you about Christmas. I want to say Merry Christmas to all you out there who watch my podcast, who tune in daily, weekly, monthly to check me out, hear me ramble on and on about these Lakers. I got some new things added. Credit to my children and my beautiful wife. I got this LeBron James Space Jam Toon Squad keychain that I got for Christmas from my kiddos. Right up here, I got my LeBron James stuffed Toon Squad. My mama's texting me. I got my LeBron James Toon Squad here, added to my collection of memorabilia. And I've also got this here as well. My own LeBron James Toon Squad action figure. And I would like to say it's good to know that my children and my wife loves me still, watching these Lakers every other night and doing my podcast right after the game. So Laker Nation, without further ado, I would like to dedicate this podcast to my beautiful family who love me enough to think about me to get me this Toon Squad, LeBron James, memorabilia, and think about me on Christmas. I'm that father now. It's really weird. My kids want to go out and spend my money on me. They want to go out and spend my money on me. To give me a gift. To say, hey, Daddy, I got you something. It's very special. But without further ado, Laker Nation, Russell Westbrook fans and AD fans, you may want to put on your earmuffs. Because I got a whole lot to say about most of our issues. And I'm going to tell you exactly what they are right now. But Laker Nation, Russell Westbrook is our problem. And I'm not nitpicking. We almost won this game. It was a great fight. He turned it on later in the game. Speaking on Russell Westbrook. And although I love to see him play, and although I love to hear his interviews and him talk stuff and, you know, just his whole demeanor to reporters. But this year's been a little different because I haven't ever watched all of his interviews because he's never been on a team that I'm a fan of. And some of his interviews are not only his demeanor towards reporters, it's his demeanor towards reporters and towards the game of basketball. And one thing that really put me on for Russell Westbrook earlier in the season was him saying he don't care about turning the ball over. He had turned it over 15 more times. It ain't going to stop him from doing it.
The turnover stuff is on me, but good thing they don't count. So I turned that bitch over 15 times. Nobody can do nothing about it. It's all good. It's on me though.
That was strike one. Strike two was coming in and seeing him play this way and getting turnover after turnover and after turnover and after turnovers. These aren't regular basketball turnovers. Watching any NBA game. Watch any one of them. Nobody turns the ball over like Russell Westbrook does. I'm talking rookies and vets. And anything in between. That's strike two. I don't see anybody turning the ball over like he does. Just really stupid turnovers. Turnovers that he wasn't even under pressure. He created the turnover. Nobody created it for him. There was no heavy defense that made him turn the ball over and make that pass. It's him not being able to slow down or knowing when to slow down. Bro, you are in your 14th season. You still ain't learned this yet. That was strike two. And strike three is the same thing I've seen in every or almost every game but one. Is that in clutch moments, Russell Westbrook is the biggest threat to his own team. Not the defense. He is. That's strike three. And everybody knows what happens on strike three. So Russell Westbrook fans, I'm sorry to say, I haven't been a Russell Westbrook hater from the beginning. And I've been an advocate for Russell Westbrook this whole time. So Russell Westbrook fans, I know you're not going to like this piece. But he is a threat to his own team in clutch moments. And I'm reluctant to say it's kind of pathetic. It really is. For a star like him to keep having these same games like this. To keep having this same mentality. Now, I'm talking about this play right here. I'm going to show the clip. So not only has he been starting off the game slow, I think he started off this game 0 for 5, and I think he may have had 2 points in the first quarter. Russell Westbrook, superstar with Anthony Davis out, knowing he needs to step up, had 2 points. He missed layup after layup after layup after layup. I know what you're thinking. LeBron James missed a few layups this game too, and LeBron James misses a layup almost every game, yeah? But not consecutively. I've never seen LeBron James miss this many, especially in clutch moments. Russell Westbrook missed so many layups tonight, I think he missed more than he made. And I would love to see the stat to see how many missed layups he had in this game. But it's not only the missed layups. It's the turnovers too. The turnovers are just unbelievable, stupid, boneheaded turnovers. There's no reason for them. Except for the fact that you're just not focused. You're just not in the game. And I would say, yeah, it's okay. But this is every single game. There's not been a game that he has missed that hasn't had a dumb turnover. Not a forced turnover. Nobody put pressure on him to make him turn over the ball. These are just stupid turnovers. Not protecting the ball. Being careless with the ball. Something along those lines. It's pathetic. But guess what, Laker Nation? It's not only the turnovers or the missed layups. It's the inconsistency. 2 points in the first quarter. On Christmas Day. At home, not only did you have a similar bad game the last Staples Center game, now the first time they changed the name, and I don't know how long, to Crypto.com Arena. The first time y'all playing same floor, but the first time y'all playing under that name, and you do this, there's no pride in it. There's no pride in his play. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't care. He's going to chalk it up to whatever excuse he can think of and go home and not even care about it. Oh, got to get ready for the next one. That's his mentality. And I understand not dwelling on it. And I understand not harping on all of everything you do wrong every game. But at some point, my brother, you have got to sit yourself down and say, hey, listen, am I helping this team or hurting this team? And if you keep having this next game mentality, oh, I just got to get ready for the next game, ain't nothing I can do about it now, then you will never get better. You will continue to hurt the team. And if you want to continue to hurt the team, what you have shown and what you have exhibited in these games and off the court and on the court, you got to go. I can no longer keep giving you excuses and keep my mouth shut trying to understand because I like you why you're playing this way. There's no excuse for it. There's simply no excuse for how you play. Now I understand. I understand what all the criticism is about with this guy. I just thought a lot of people were just not liking him because of his personality, because of his attitude, which I can deal with that. As long as you give me good games. But these games, I mean, just like tonight, he had a triple-double, and for what? And for what? Let's look at his stats. Because I know what the Russell Westbrook fans are going to say. He had a triple-double. He's not hurting the team. He's not the one. He's not the one. He definitely is the exact one. Russell Westbrook, starting point guard, played 36 minutes. He scored 13 points in 36 minutes. He had 12 rebounds and 11 assists. He had 1 steal. He was 4 for 20 from the field. That's 20%. He probably missed 8 or 9 layups that I can count. And I didn't even watch the full game. He was 0 for 3 from 3. That's 0%. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Russell Westbrook is the main issue with this team. And I know what you're thinking. Derek James, you said that about AD when AD was playing. Yeah, you're right. Crazy. And I'm going to explain it. I'm going to break it down like this. And what's crazy is that AD is the problem as well as Russell Westbrook. And they're on two sides of the spectrum. That's crazy, right? So Russell Westbrook is the problem because he gives us effort, but his effort is also a detriment on offense and on defense. Two ends of the spectrum. So his effort is great, but his intelligence is none. AD, his intelligence is great, and his effort is none. And that's what happens in the game. You know what I mean? When one goes up, the other one goes down. When other one goes up, the other one goes down. When AD sees Russell Westbrook putting forth all this effort and scoring and doing all this, he don't feel like he got to do as much. And he completely flatlines. Russell Westbrook, when he gives you all this energy and effort, but zero intelligence, then AD has to pick it up, and this side is down now. Two biggest issues. Now, on nights when AD gives us all the effort and acts like he wants to be there and acts like he wants to play basketball at a high level and be elite, which I haven't seen in a very long time. He is going through the motions and we all see it. And we all give him passes and passes and passes because he's such a great guy. And because he still scores 25, 27 points. LeBron James can wake up at 37 and do that in his sleep. You see what he did tonight? He is a week away from being 37 years old. And LeBron James gave you 39 points tonight. He passed Kobe Bryant in the most Christmas Day points in history. He is number one now in that category. 39 points in this game. And yes, LeBron did make some bad decisions in this game, but it's very rare. Very rare. So what's confusing to me is how we have two superstars that one of them, greatest thing, is the opposite of the other. And it's not like they kind of help balance each other out. They balance each other out in the worst way possible. It's crazy. So Laker Nation, we got two problems. And they have to do with superstars. So what do? I know y'all don't see it, and some won't like to see it, or some won't like to say it. And they're going to keep going on and on and on, advocating for Russell Westbrook and advocating for AD, when they know good and darn well, when they look at these games, who's putting forth the effort and who's not. And whose intelligence is messing up our games and who's not. Y'all seen that play. I'm going to show the clip again. And it started off with LeBron kind of messing up the play. And then Russell Westbrook trying to take it on his own, when if he would have just slowed down and thought about what's the better play at this particular time, we would have got a better play. We would have got a better look. Now, he had a clean shot at the basket. Had he made that dunk, would I still have this same sentiment? And the answer is yes, ladies and gentlemen. I would still have the same sentiment. There's no reason for a superstar to come out in the first quarter and only score 2 points. There's no reason why a superstar as a point guard should miss consecutive and multiple layups in one game. That's all the time I got tonight, because it is Christmas. And I'm going to spend some time with my family and kind of wash this loss off. I expected to lose. We got in it. We fought. Great fight. Great effort. But the execution was all wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Derek James. You have been a beautiful crowd, and I have been a beautiful host. Thank you for tuning in to the Film Room Podcast. Listen, if I don't get to you before New Year's, Happy New Year's to you. And I'm out this bit.